They're not building us a new road. They're cutting us off from Artsakh. We have the agency to say no to this and stop this today, and I'm so glad you're here to talk about this. So I'm Alison Tahmizian Meuse. I'm Armenian, and that's why I'm here in Aghavno, which is the artery connecting Armenia and Artsakh, and which is under threat of genocide by our own Armenian authorities today, and we have a public deadline of August 25th to stop this. I was born in Massachusetts, in the US, born and raised, grew up there. I'm Armenian-American, and I've worked for about a decade as a reporter in the Middle East. So that's my background professionally, and the war in 2020 was really a big wake-up call, I think, for a lot of us, that Armenia is under existential threat. Not only Artsakh, but Armenia. So I came here, and the first thing I did was I had a fellowship working in the presidency here, and I was also, I began teaching at the American University of Armenia. So teaching civics, actually. So democracy, freedom of speech, dissent, all these values which we are fighting to protect today. But now I've again saw how dire the situation was after I arrived, and I decided that the most important place I can be is here, standing by our people, trying to amplify the message of resistance and what's going on here, which I think there's some confusion that this is only about one village. And that we're just going to have a new road that the Azeris are building for us. But as we know, there's no such thing as a free lunch. They're not building us a new road. They're cutting us off from Artsakh. And who is implementing this but the Armenian authorities? And this is why we have the agency to say no to this and stop this today. And I'm so glad you're here to talk about this. So basically, we need to stay here. We need to stand our ground, and we need to say no to a new genocide that's being shepherded by our own authorities against our own people. It's very simple, actually. We need to say no. This village was not even supposed to be here. After the war, they were under immense pressure. They are under pressure every day to leave. Every single day, every single hour. They have been under psychological pressure, literal pressure, and number one, from our own authorities. The latest move that the Armenian government has done is to pull the Armenian armed forces out of Artsakh. So I want to make a point, which is that in the Armenian Declaration of Independence, which is one of the foundational documents that we study in my civics class, Armenia is the protector of Artsakh. So to remove the Armenian military from Artsakh is really, this is in treachery, this is in defiance, this is illegal. It's against the Armenian Declaration of Independence. So what we need to do today is very simple. We need to say no. We need to pressure our institutions, our organizations, our prominent leaders in Armenia, in the diaspora, to stand up and say this is not acceptable. We do not accept this genocide, this dismemberment of the Armenian homeland, because that's what's happening. If this area is cut, we don't just lose a village, we lose our infrastructure connection. Artsakh loses its sovereignty, and the next step is Syunik, because this is part of a bigger project called the Zangezur Corridor, which Aliyev openly speaks about. We're talking about the presidential level in Azerbaijan, in Turkey, and Aliyev even spoke about this project, standing alongside the head of NATO. So this, unfortunately, and especially for me as an American Armenian, this is a project that is supported by my government, by NATO, and as we know, NATO's representative in our region is Turkey. So this is the thing. So we need to say no. We need to understand that no one can say no but us. And we can say no by simply refusing to leave.
What's your message to diaspora?
We need all of you people that came here with the euphoria of 2018 and who did not. Anyone who has the capability should come here, come to Artsakh, and stand beside your people. This is it. If we lose this connection, we don't just lose these villages, we don't just lose Artsakh. Armenian statehood, as we know it, is over. Because the next step is to take the Zangezur corridor, which is Sunik, and cut Armenia from Iran. So if we lose that border, we lose our sovereignty, period. Because we will be at the mercy of Turkey and Azerbaijan, and we know what that means. If you are not able to come here, you need to support us. You need to support your people. You need to put pressure on every single Armenian institution, whether it's the Apostolic Church, whether it's the AGBU, whether it's any charity or political party that you are involved with. This should not be a political issue. This is about the Armenian nation surviving and remaining eternal.